What it do, people, man? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Know That Sport Podcast, man. This is a big episode for me, man, because I got the majority of the whole team in the building.
Yes, sir.
Real talk, man. And I'm not gonna introduce them, gonna introduce themselves. I said, Green, you can start off, man. Let these folks know who you is and what we're doing.
What's up, people? This is Leander Green from Sports Talk with Leander Green, coming live and direct from NYC. That's me.
Anybody else can go. It don't make no difference who go.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Big Block Sports, Miami, Florida, representing the 5-time Super Bowl champion. San Francisco 49ers, let's go.
Hey, I'm Kendall Willie from North Carolina, right here. I don't need no introduction behind me. Pats Nation.
You can see it.
All right, fellas, I'm Walter Stringer. I'm the senior draft analyst from the East West Football Network, right along with Kendall Whitley.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, y'all know who I am. I'm saying I'm more pride with big WOT. So I'm saying represent Know That Sport to the fullest.
To the fullest.
I highlight commodity too. Y'all don't forget that. Got to know that.
Yeah, new gear on the way too, by the way.
Shout out East West Football Podcast.
Yes, sir.
You know that's the team all the way live.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're gonna jump this off, y'all. We're gonna start off by like really talking about our team. So I'm saying, like, what expectations y'all got this year for y'all team? I'm saying, Green, you can start it off. First of all, let me know who your team is too.
Who you represent? Yes, everybody let them know who you represent.
I'm representing them Raiders, Oakland Raiders, even though we in Vegas right now. You know what I'm saying? We on vacation right now, living out there in Vegas. You know how it is. You know, you know how it is when you get a little money. You gotta leave the town right quick.
Yeah, you may
chill in the suburbs.
They do.
Yeah. But real talk though, my Raiders, I feel that right now you're about to see that core from 3 years ago step up and do what they got to do. And I'm looking at us to probably try to make a good push for the playoffs, the best push that we've made in a long time. We're a young team that's out there that's coming together, and we should be making some noise. We're gonna be like a nice little surprise for the NFL this year, because you know they don't give us no respect, but we're here to take it.
There you go.
So you think you're gonna be a push to the Kansas City Chiefs? So you really think you come second in the division?
Oh, we came second in the division last year, and the Chiefs beat us in the second game of the season last year. You know, and if you look at it with the Raiders, last year although we finished 8-8, we lost 3 games with like 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
They probably go to the defense, right?
So now we got a new. Right. Now we got a new defensive coordinator. He got everybody playing, you know, at a fast pace right now. He simplified the defense, so maybe that can help us out a little bit because defense wins championship.
Yeah, that should.
So if we can finish with a top 20 defense, we can, you know, make a little noise.
Sounds good.
Where I look at it, I think y'all gonna be fighting with the Chargers for that number 2 spot. I think the Chargers gonna be pretty good too in that division.
You know, the Chargers every year they get a lot of press. They get a lot of press every year, but they got that young boy from Oregon. He doing his thing, man. You got to give him his props. He's doing his thing. But that's year 1. I don't care who you are, what team you're on, Raiders, Chargers, anybody. You did a good job that year. Do it again. You know what I'm saying? Prove that it's not a fluke. You know, they got film on you now.
Yeah,
that's true.
You gotta do. That film fool now.
Yeah.
The Chargers just cursed, man. Every year the Chargers they come out with a lot of press, like you said, and then half the team get hurt, and then it's a wrap.
They done slapped the old lady or something. I don't know what they got going on. They janky. I don't know what's going on with them.
Bad news,
right.
They done stabbed Tyrod Taylor in the chest. How many players you ever heard got stabbed in the chest?
Them folks try to kill him, man. I don't know about that block. They try to kill him, man.
Hey, you know what though, Loki?
They tried to kill him, man, just to get Justin Herbert in the game. I forgot all about that.
But it's all about the nutrition, though. It's all about nutrition in the NFL, especially with a 17-game season. It's all about that depth chart, you know. And what the Raiders proved to me on Saturday, that offensive line, it may be better than what people think. You know, we got younger, we got better, but the second unit was looking nice. They were moving in unison. They look real nice. But it was only preseason.
That's something else I want to look at. It. Your offensive line, you done got rid of all your offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? When they brought down to it. And
I can tell you about that.
You got rid of majority all of them. And I want to see how good that defense really gonna be. Can that defense get pressure at the quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Can that defense get pressure on the quarterback?
That's the number one thing. But back to the offensive line though. You think about it, we got rid of Gabe Jackson, Rodney Hudson, and the right tackle Brown. Those were great veterans. They good at what they do. But you have to look at it. Last year and the year before, they all been hurt. For the last 2 seasons, we only had our starting offensive line, the whole unit, for like 3 or 4 games in 2 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
So Cable been doing a damn good job at putting pieces together. So now we got younger. We took some money off the books, you know. So these young cats is ready to step up. Yep. Like for example, Andre James, the center that's going to be replacing Hudson. Hudson didn't practice on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you know, the little veteran days off. So he was being developed during that time. So he's ready. He's ready. And everybody talking all this stuff about Leatherwood and everything coming out of Alabama. I mean, Alabama had the best offensive line in the league last year in college, and he was the left tackle.
He come from a good organization. He come from a good organization that known for winning. What you think? What you think? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh,
my bad. Excuse me. My bad. Keep going.
No, I was just going to say he wasn't a popular pick at 17. They wanted everybody to get. They wanted the Raiders to get hit. The safety from
that's I know they wanted y'all to get that safety.
Ron Morrick.
Yeah, that safety. I wanted y'all to get him too.
And the Raiders wound up getting him in the second round. So if you flip those 2 picks, the press is not mad. But we still get the same 2 people that they want us to get.
If they're in line the way you wanted, the way the team wanted to be. What you predict your record gonna be? What you think your record gonna be? Out of 17 games.
I'm thinking 11-6. I'm thinking 11-6. Yes, we still got some things that we got to work out. Our receivers, even though they're looking good in training camp, but it's just training camp. They still got to get there and prove themselves when that whistle really blows. You know, and people talk about our receivers. Our number 1 receiver is one of the best tight ends in the league. He catching 100 balls per year, so he's the number 1 go-to target. The offense is good. Don't even worry about the offense. It's all about the defense, like you said. It's all about the defense.
So I got your record for 11-6.
11, 11-6.
Okay, so I got your record with it. So I ain't got no problem with it. I don't think 11-6, but it ain't my judgment thing. I ask you. So 11-6.
What do you think?
To be truthful, man, I think 7-9.
7-10. 7-10.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm talking about yes. No, 80. I said 89. I'm sorry, 89. 89. I said 89. I said 89.
I agree there. So
I said 89. And the reason why I said 89, because like I said, by the pressure on the quarterback,
that vision took tough.
And that offensive line got to show me what the people really doing. You know what I'm saying? I can't put no faith in it that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I got they're my main concern. So I say 89. I may be wrong with it. Cool. I've been wrong before. I say 89.
No, that sounds about right. That sounds about right with everybody predicting. That sounds about right.
Now, like back to what the things you were saying, like the folks y'all done drafting and stuff like that. That sound like a couple years from now, you see the growth of it. Like 89 this year. Next year could probably get you a 10-7. So I'm saying, if you done grow better. But right now I see 8 or 9.
Hey, but you know what though? Hold on, I want to say this one thing about that.
You need that up.
The only thing about that is these quarterbacks continue to age while these teams continue to build around.
Yes, so, you're right about that.
So by the time the Raiders finally get it together, and that's whether it's under Chucky or it's under his homeboy or whoever it's under, we talking about a guy who Carr still gets sacked a lot too.
For sure.
He still
gets sacked a lot too.
And he gets sacked because of what?
No, I said
why he get sacked?
Well, that end, I mean, his guys, he don't have the most consistent receiving core either, though.
I understand that, but to get sacked, the offensive line be a little problem sometimes to get sacked.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just say I had a problem with the offensive line. I just want to.
Well, I mean,
you're absolutely right about the problem is the offensive line. We're getting sacked a lot, but you got to look at those stats. They haven't been getting sacked a lot. I have to disagree with you on that. He was one of the most well-protected quarterbacks in the league. The problem with the offensive line last year was the run. Josh Jacobs was getting stopped in the backfield a lot.
So that mean they keep you in third and long.
Well,
right. They wouldn't keeping up like that. Like with the Raiders, the offensive line with him getting sacked, that haven't been a problem. When he have been getting sacked, what I can give you is he been fumbling a lot. Carr was fumbling a lot last year.
You better tighten it up.
But when it comes to the pass protection, they was always in the top 10, no matter who Cable put out there. But last year, the run offense was finished like 25. So that was the problem last year. So him throwing the ball wasn't no problem. The Raiders had a top 10 offense last year. So the offense is not the problem at all. The problem is that damn defense. Like I was saying earlier before we came on, the Raiders, they lost 3 games with 1 minute and 20 seconds left with the lead. Anybody else in the league, they would have closed those games out, which means the Raiders could have finished with 11-5, and the media narrative would have been different.
So what do you think is the real issue then? Like if we look back to after they beat Kansas City, and then the following week they had the letdown game, and it seemed like things just kind of spiraled after that. So what do you think that the issue is? Because to me, it seemed like last season, I consistently said it seems like when teams fall apart like that, it's usually a disconnect somewhere between the coaching staff and the roster. Because typically, when rosters are 100% stacked ahead behind their coaches, behind everything, they don't typically lose games the way the Raiders lose games, or have those letdowns the way they did when they had to play the Falcons, and when they nearly had that awful loss to the Jets, where the Jets pretty much gave them that get out of jail free card. So I think it's like, the Raiders, for one, like I said, I'm still iffy on Carr for the fact that I think he was really, really ascending before that injury. And I think after that injury, things just never really looked the same with him. I don't think he's consistent enough. I think when he's on par, he's on par, though. When he's good, he's good.
You know what? You're absolutely correct, man. When I need the inside scoop, always go to East West and listen to you. You are absolutely correct. The descendant that took place was with that damn defense, and it was Paul Gunther, the defensive coordinator last year, who they got rid of with only 3 games to go in the season. What saved his job last year when they beat Kansas City. He should have been gone. But you are absolutely correct. It's the defense that was at fault. For example, with our run defense, our outside run, you can run on us all day on the outside. You couldn't do it in the middle, but you can run all day. And the reason why, he had the defensive ends crashing in and had the cornerbacks playing containment, which was bad for that system that we was playing. And that system that he was implementing in Oakland or Las Vegas now was complicated. It was too complicated. He's more of a linebacker coach. He's not a defensive coordinator. He cannot motivate anybody, which Gus Bradley is highly doing. So what was going on? A lot of people playing out of position. LaMarcus Joyner playing slot corner when he's a real safety.
Best safety you got.
Right. Cleveland Farrell playing defensive tackle. He got 24 Abram playing deep safety when he should be in a box. Yeah. So now we got people that we got a defensive coordinator that moved in and using everybody's talent.
So you versus telling me you had the same problem last year that the Cowboy had. You got a defense coordinator, and the scheme that he's running don't work with the players he got.
Exactly, trying to fit a square into a circle hole.
Okay, so that what the problem is, and that problem been fit, and that'll get you 11-6. What you said.
Yes, that's the one to get us 11-6. If we are the same team that we were last year, even though I believe we improved, those 3 games, you got to account to the defense.
Okay, that's cool. You say 11-6. You say 11-6. I say 8-9. No problem.
And I can't argue that because of our history in the last 20 years.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I ain't got a problem with that. Next up, we got Walt, though. Walt, who your team is and what you think y'all gonna do? This should be real short. Should not be that long.
Ah! All right, so listen up, man. Everybody know I'm here from Detroit. I'm representing the Detroit Lions. Everybody already knows exactly what the Detroit Lions went through this offseason. They moved along from the face of the franchise, Stafford. They got some picks for him. Some people think the Rams overpaid, but hey, at the end of the day, the Rams got what they wanted. They got the guy that they felt could get them to the point that Jared Goff couldn't. They gave us the picks. They mortgaged their future for it. Better for us.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
I think this season, I'll be honest, man, I don't expect much at all. I went down there for the first preseason game on Friday night. Didn't really expect to see anything outside of what you get from a preseason game. I pretty much just wanted to see the young dogs hunt. Yeah. Got to see Afiatu Melifonwu, the corner we got in the 3rd round out of Syracuse. He big, athletic.
Did the boy from Ohio State play?
Jeff?
The cornerback y'all got last year?
Okuda.
Yeah.
Did he play?
No, dude, I ain't even got a chance to go back and watch the full game. Due to the traffic, I ain't even get there the midway through the 2nd quarter and the starters was out. But if he did, he didn't play at all in the 2nd quarter. I know because Melifonwu played well into the 4th.
Okay.
But
I like him.
Yeah, he big, 6'2", 210, can run, long arms. He played pretty well. Aleem McNeil, the nose tackle we got in the 3rd round, he's gonna be a starter from day one. He showed out a little bit. He's gonna do what they need him to do in that 3-4, which is to eat up them double teams so the linebackers can do what they need to do.
That means
Speaking of line, yeah. Derek Barnes, too, the linebacker we got from Purdue. He made some plays. Then, of course, everything comes down to Sewell. Penei Sewell, we spent the 7th overall pick on him. I love him. I just think that, we may have too much money tied up in that offensive line over the next couple of years. And when it came down to it, and I said before the draft, the only way I would pass on Sewell is if Justin Fields was on the board. And he was on the board. And I feel like it's a cardinal sin to pass on the quarterback if you ain't got one.
That's true.
If it's a guy on the board that you feel that strongly about, now maybe Brad Holmes, the GM, and Dan Campbell didn't feel that strongly about Fields. I think they fools if they didn't. But I mean, they passed on him for another a blue chip type player. So I think in general, with this team, I think the culture is going to change. We want to see the players believe in what's going on. They got coaches at their positions that played their positions, understand they play, understand what they go through on a daily basis, doing practice and doing through these walkthroughs and getting ready for these games. And they got a coaching staff that really allows them to be who they are right now. So I don't expect too many wins at all, man. I'm being honest. I think Goff is just a bridge right now. I don't have too much belief in Goff overall. Given what happened with the Rams, I understand he got them where he got them, and he actually accomplished more in his career than Stafford actually accomplished. But just in general, the talent level of Jared Goff and given what he has here right now, there's no Kenny Golladay, there's no Marvin Jones. Now he does have Hawkins. No, not bad now. Oh yeah, well TJ growing. TJ definitely growing. He got a couple running backs and he got a solid offensive line, but there's not much on the outside right now. We went out and signed Breshad Perriman. We signed Tyrell Williams. We signed guys who are guys to get us through to next season.
I believe the coaching staff, with the draft pick y'all did, I believe that was a pick to try to build a culture, to be tough. So we're gonna be tough. We're gonna be gritty. And you just gonna have to be better than this.
Right.
Yeah. I believe that would Detroit coaching staff and the move they're making, trying to build right now. And like you said, you don't expect them to do too much this year. I feel the same way. But I feel like there ain't gonna be no pushover. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not finna beat them 30-3.
I think it could happen, bro. The reason I'm so negative about this whole situation is we young as hell with a green coaching staff. So I expect there to be a lot of mistakes. I expect Dan Campbell to make coaching mistakes. I expect look how young the defense is.
Yeah, they young. You're right. They young.
You know, but as long as they get out there and hunt, as long as they showing the effort and they know their notes, they know their keys, and they do what they're supposed to do.
I expect that. I expect that the most. I expect them to be out there doing being where they supposed to be. And the coaching staff be on their head. My homeboy BWOT say y'all should win 7. He think y'all will win 7 games.
Yeah, I think y'all get 7 games.
I don't see how. I mean, if we banking on splitting with a couple teams, the division, maybe split with the Bears, split with the Vikings or something. But outside of that, I don't see it, man. I don't see us beat. Think about it. We got to play at the AFC North.
Right.
I don't see us beating anybody from the AFC North.
Not even Cincinnati.
We got to go to Cincinnati though, and that's late in the season, I believe.
Oh yeah, weather be fucked up, don't it?
Yeah.
You don't think they can beat Pittsburgh?
Nope.
I'm talking about the man that's 100 years old.
Nope. Nope.
I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit. Pittsburgh got a good team. I'm just talking shit. Talking shit. How many guys you think y'all gonna win this year though?
Man, I think we good if we get 5, bro.
I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna say the same. I think I did too. I go with that.
But like I said, for me, it's not about the record; it's about the effort. Like
see the improvement.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. That's the way I felt about my Pistons. I'm like, my Pistons lost a lot of games this prior season, but they competed,
right?
And they look good.
That makes a difference,
right? They had a culture. Once you get a culture of the right players, you can compete. I don't care about the losing. I want to see the effort.
Yeah.
And I want to see what the talent is.
If you get the effort first, the wins will start coming.
Exactly. Exactly.
I feel you on that. So I agree with you. I agree with you on the 5 wins. And to be real, do you see anybody who could be part of just off top of your head, not downgrade your team now that, but do you see anybody that could be worse than y'all this year?
Houston for damn sure.
I forgot all about them. They don't get the first pick. I'm sorry. I ain't even having to be that. I forgot all about them. They gonna get the first pick in the draft. They might go on 17.
Houston. I don't think they could be the worst team in the league, but I think things with the Jets. The Jets may go worse. I think things with the Jets could go bad this year.
I think the Jets gonna be a little better than that. I'm not saying.
Me too. I think they're gonna be better too.
I can see them winning at least like 6 games, like 6 or 7 games.
The reason
I'm gonna say
probably
6 games.
That ain't too much better than us. Come on, nah.
That's right. But when it comes to the worst team, though, I believe the Jets will be better than Houston. Because the Jets know who their quarterback is.
On paper, the Jets are better than the Detroit Lions. On paper, they are. At the skill position,
I don't know, but I can't say that.
At the skill position, the Jets are better than Detroit.
How they better than that skill position? How?
The Jets, I'll take the Jets.
Call the skill positions out that the Jets got.
Jets got Denzel Mims, Corey Davis.
Who?
What does that mean?
Hold on.
They got who? Who you talking about?
Denzel Mims.
What is that?
Elijah Moore, Jameson Crowder. I take their receiving core over the Patriots wide receiver core.
You do what?
I take the Jets wide receiver core over the Patriots current wide receiver core.
Now ain't no folks out again.
Corey Davis.
Hold on. Corey Davis. He come from Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
He was like the second wide receiver, right? He was number 2 man, right?
He was a first round pick though.
He was the number 2 man in Tennessee, right?
Hold on. Corey Davis, Denzel Mims, Jameson Crowder, Elijah Moore.
Explain these folks to me. Denzel Mims, where he from?
Tell me Detroit wide receivers.
Where Denzel Mims from?
Elijah's still a rookie too, man. I like Elijah Moore a lot, man.
Denzel Mims is from Baylor.
Denzel Mims on the verge of getting released.
How long you been in the league?
No, he's not. How this is second year. This is second year. He didn't cut him in second year.
You're right, and they getting ready to cut him.
So okay, real quick, would you take the Jets wide receiver core or the Detroit Lions wide receiver core?
Honestly, I don't know because they both stink right now.
What's going to make the Jets? What's going to make the Jets? is that offensive line, that's left side of the offensive line. So they're gonna have to run the ball a lot. And I think they got a damn good left side of that offensive line.
But if you look at our offensive line, Ragnow is what the highest paid center in the league. He regarded as a top 3 center in the league. Taylor Decker's solid at left tackle. He's not a star.
I take Detroit running backs over the Jets running back, but I'm give me the Jets wide receivers over Detroit Lions wide receivers.
But then y'all started. I mean, not the y'all, but the Jets starting a rookie quarterback.
That mean Detroit win at 2 positions and got that. The Jets win 1. Because I'll take Goff over the quarterback they got right now. And you're gonna take the running back. So that means that 2 positions they win, so they won.
But the Jets, the Jets have a better overall roster than the Detroit Lions, I think.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'll take that. Well, y'all got, there's some names over there with the Jets. Yeah, there's some names. I think names that ain't doing a whole lot though.
The Detroit Lions, who they got? They got Brashard Perriman, Tyrell Williams. They got your boy from USC. I mean, I like him.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I like Hawkinson. They got running backs, but give me the Jets skill position, bro. Yeah, I'll take the Jets.
Wait a minute, so
okay, listen.
I'm starting to think this is a setup for the Patriots.
No.
This is a setup for why the Patriots is going to lose the game they should not have lost.
Put Jared Goff on the Jets right now with those wide receivers. Team and the Jets are the better team.
Man, get out of here. They not.
But he's not there.
They still terrible. They still terrible though.
They terrible, but they better. But he's a better fit with. He'll play better with.
Hold on, let me ask you this.
In Detroit.
Hold on, let me ask you this. If that's the case, then whose future would you rather have right now, the Jets or the Lions?
I take Detroit.
So there you go. That's it.
Only because of the picks. That's it. Y'all got
but what about the quarterback? But what about Zach Wilson, man? The whole draft process, y'all told me this dude was Peyton Elway, dog.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody get him.
Oh man.
Get him. That cool though. That cool. You like the Jets? You think the Jets?
Who next? Me? I'm next.
No, you ain't next. No. You're not next. No, you're not next. No, you're not next. But it's cool what you just said. You said 5 years. You said 5 game walks. I say 5 game too. Man, we got goddamn Big Block Sports in the building, man. Who you like, Big Block, man? Tell me what the be doing, man.
Yeah, 49ers.
Oh yeah.
We ready. But I think what I learned since we talk about what each team, I think watching the first game is that the offensive line is still shaky. I think even though they was playing a second unit, if we learned anything from last year, we 1, 2, 3 injuries away from the whole team just domino effect. So I know that's why they drafted Trey Lance, and I think with some of the other debuts like Justin Fields coming out gunslinging, and Zach Wilson had a couple throws, Trevor Lawrence had a couple throws where he was like, "Dang, these dudes the truth." People might have. Trey Lance had one play, but overall he was a little shaky. You could see his feet wasn't the usual feet that you saw from his college footage. He was very toesy, and he missed a couple throws. But that was because the second string O-line was getting worked, and this wasn't even Kansas City's first line either. This was their second and third piece. So overall, I think they still got some work to figure out with the offensive line. I think what I did like, though, is the defensive line is probably one of the deepest we've had in a while. I think even when we got to the third, fourth quarter, they still had dudes in there. Alex Barrett, Damian Daniels still had dudes in there that was getting after it and sacking the quarterback. I thought the corners played all right. We had 2 young corners playing, Ambry Thomas and Demo Lamar.
Hey, shout out to Ambry Thomas, Michigan.
For sure. Yeah. He, what I'm saying? They had a chance to get a lot of snaps in, and overall they was all right. Even when Mahomes was in, he was only in for 1 drive, but it was a 3 and out. So I got to give it up to the second string defense for that. But, record wise, I think again, if we stay healthy, there's no reason why we can't make it all the way back. We got Tampa Bay in the way. I can't think of another team that defensively we can't stop. Tampa Bay might be the only team because of Brady And also, I think because if you consider how the Bucks manhandled the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, it was basically the blueprint of the 49ers defense, because we had Kansas City for most of that game, and then Jimmy happened, and then everything else just fell apart. But 4 down linemen, right? 4 across the board. They played a lot of cover 2, a lot of cover 3, and they made Mahomes play quarterback under pressure, and it didn't work out for him. So I feel like it's almost a blueprint of us, and it'll be a really good matchup. But I think we could beat Tampa Bay, and we could take it off.
What you think the record gonna be?
We got to win at least 12.
12. So we say 12-5.
12-5. I think again, there's a couple games that will be tough if I look through the schedule. Trying to bring it up now. I'm cheating.
We read on the same page with the 49 though. I ain't gonna say about 12-13 games. They a real sleeper team to me. So I really think they won the number 1 team. I beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
But Tampa Bay a problem. They won
49ers, they on the competition, they got their division. You know what I'm saying? They
in a tough division in football.
Right. They get out of their division, you know what I'm saying? That's like I said, that's the only person they got to worry about is Tampa. So, you know what I mean? They definitely some hitters.
I'm with you. They ain't my team. I'm not cheering for your team, Block, but I got them. I get credit where credit due. I think this is a prime year for them.
You know what though? Also, I think with them boys, I think if you compare Frisco to everybody else in that division, I think they're the most well-coached, most stable team in that division.
Oh yeah.
You know, you compare him to McVay, and you compare him to what Pete Carroll is. Like Pete Carroll becoming a character in Seattle. I don't really know what's going on. The end is to me, it seems like it's coming. Oh yeah.
A lot of funny moves.
And then you look at the guy over in Arizona in Kingsbury. I don't know if anybody really takes him that serious.
On the hot seat.
He ain't really proved himself yet.
Nah.
Right, so I mean, like if Frisco stay healthy, man, Frisco's solid.
Yeah,
Frisco's
that's
solid.
what I said. I said the same thing. I really hate saying that because I'm saying I'm a Cowboys fan. You know, we really don't fuck with them. I'm saying, but
again, you know, like
for the money, man.
I always like Walt, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to temper expectations because just like last season, I felt great about. We had just lost the Super Bowl. We was like, man, we almost had it. We was ready, and then boom, week 2, both out. Thomas out. Boom, week 4, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? It was back to back. So, you know what I'm saying? I got the best intentions. I think they did better at having more depth because last year I think they learned a lot. But they did replace the depth with a lot of, I don't want to say unproven, but they're young, talented players. If they could gel, if they could get it together, then they'll be able to take those lumps and bumps that come with injuries because last year they couldn't take it.
When it comes to the injury, though, you can't be mad about injury because that's out your hand.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, like Leanna said, right? Like,
I feel you coming from. I know the injury.
Training.
You lost a lot of players. So you lost 49 lost a lot of players. You lose Bosa and you start quarterback. And I think Sherman was out for a while. Then you lose? I thought you lost one of your linebackers too, didn't you?
We lost some of everybody. We was down to the 4th string quarter. We lost both corners at one point.
So when like that, you can't be mad because you just out your hand. Now, if you go out there, you got your team, and they execute like they supposed to. Now you can be pissed off. So but
we had no receivers basically against
Green Bay. The best tight end in the NFL to me got hurt. So
yeah,
the injury bug fucked you up. So if you stay away from the injury bug, boy, y'all would be a problem to a lot.
Which they should. The reason I say that because the COVID situation just really throw a lot of teams out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just can't just pick up the football and this play. You feel what I'm saying? So they ain't had no team that really did time to jail. So y'all should be all right over there, man. For real.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
They can get some money. That's what I'm saying for sure.
I feel the same way. So we on the same page on that. Block. You say 12 wins, I say 12 wins. That's cool. Whatever. I don't like that, but it's okay.
Jimmy getting comeback player of the year. Jimmy Garoppolo comeback player of the year.
Hold up. I was just finna got to go to Kendall, but now I can't even go there right now. So you're not finna get no comeback player of the year. You know who's finna get that. So don't do that. Do not do that. You know who's finna get that.
If he come back, he already hurt. He already getting MRIs. Already.
That's for the people, bro. That's for hard knocks and all. That ain't shit wrong with that goddamn man.
Man. That's so.
He already.
That man gonna play, man. That man, they got shit.
Get that shoulder right, man.
He got a shoulder.
You know what I'm saying? He got it. That boy need to warm up right or something.
But they got shit. They hit him with a shoulder. He don't even know he got a shoulder, boy. They hit him with that needle. He don't even know he got a shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. We ain't got to worry about that. Jim G, you know hold Jim G. I don't know whatever name Jimmy G. He better stay healthy. You know he stayed the doctor off the too now. Don't do that now. He might not even ready to play the whole year to get comeback player of the year.
And guess what? You seen it, you know what I'm saying? 80 yards on the dive. You seen it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she knows she break it on. Y'all want to come out there.
Now, we'll be like, hey, go ahead and hit Jimmy. Hit Jimmy real hard. Because he got
Please
hit Jimmy. Hit him in the back.
You want Jimmy out on the field. He know what's going on now. He know what's going on.
Yes,
I feel, yeah, for real.
What's up, man? We got Kendall, man. Y'all know what's going on. Tell what the P doing, Kendall.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, appreciate you bringing me up here. My boy know that. Hey, there's some good insight from all y'all, but you know, let's get to the big team right now, the Patriots.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a busy off season for us. I mean, a lot of off season additions. We remade our offense. I mean, I'm so excited for this team. I'm actually starting my own show this year, Ken's Pats Talk. So y'all welcome to join them, have special guests and all that up there. But I mean, I think we're due for a big year this year. Now I'm not gonna say Super Bowl, and I'm not saying that, but we're gonna be much better than last year. So I'm gonna get my prediction. How many wins? I'm gonna say.
How many you won that game last year, didn't it?
1-7.
Okay.
Y'all not winning the division.
Much more than that. But
y'all not winning the divivision.
He know
y'all
that.
not winning that division.
He know that. You ain't gotta tell him that. He know that.
Well, I don't know, man.
You don't know what you don't know. What you don't know?
I don't know, man. The boys
what you don't know? What you don't know,
man?
Hey,
I'm saying this. between
Let keep there, keep talking. I didn't mean to cut him off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna lead into what Walt talking about now, because we're gonna win the division. But spell Cam backwards and let me know what you get.
Spell Cam backwards.
Spell Cam backwards and let me know what you get.
Hold on. I ain't even gonna say that man's name. I'm gonna say his name after I listen to Walt. So what you say, Walt? Please, what you saying now?
I was gonna say that them boys, they went out and spent a lot of money. I think Bill Belichick spent a lot of stimulus this past offseason on getting better. I think they got better at positions they needed to get better, especially defensively. I think that secondary is potentially championship level.
Yes, I believe that too.
And that defensive line,
I think Barmore. Yeah, I think Barmore fits what they need at that position too in the middle. Also, I think Ronnie Perkins, they'll figure out a way to utilize him, an undersized
Matthew Judon from Baltimore.
Now the receiving core, that's a little shaky.
Judon look good.
I like that receiving core, okay, because they got that tight end.
It's better than last year, but it's not top 10, it's not top 15.
And Mac looks smooth.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me that y'all saying is that the Patriots is going to finish third in the division.
No, sir.
Behind Buffalo and Miami.
That's right.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I think
check this out. Listen. I think we're gonna win the division, but do not sleep on Miami. Do not sleep on the Miami.
You got me tripping, bro.
I see why you got a blue cap on.
Hold on. We gonna win the division. Of course, I'm gonna say that. But no, listen, don't sleep on the Dolphins. Everybody want to talk about the Bills. The Dolphins are gonna be a threat to the Patriots this year too.
They always are, even when they had.
But listen, Mac Jones is the future, and he's. I don't know if he's gonna start week 1, but if you look at our schedule, we got Miami week 1. That's a W. At our house, we got him.
You better win that game. If you don't win that game, you out here.
Hold on. We're gonna start out 3-0. We're gonna start at 3-0. Week 2, we got the Jets. That's a W. Week 3, the Saints come to our house. No Michael Thomas and no Drew Brees. We're gonna start out 3-0.
Okay.
I don't know about
that ain't no guarantee, nah.
I can see 2 though.
We're gonna start out 3-0. I guarantee you. Right,
I can see him being the same. I can see him being the same.
Hey,
we start out 3-0. Week 4, Tom Brady come to town. It's gonna be
week 5. Get to week 5, Pep.
It's gonna be a good game.
Get to week 5. You should have said that. Get to week 5.
Hey,
it's gonna be a good game.
Week 5 we got. It's
gonna be a good game. They're gonna be there blown out.
But check this out though. Mac Jones, I think if he starts, it's gonna be after that game because we should start 3-0. So if we're playing good, Cam playing good.
Man's too confident.
We'll keep Cam starting. But Mac will play this year. I think probably around October.
Yeah,
by the time
by October, all your hopes and dreams will be over with. So yeah, he will.
Because I've been watching.
He took the green pill. He took the green pill.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Then I'm gonna give it the prediction. The 2 tight ends are gonna open up because we don't have the top 20 wide receiver. We got Kendrick Bourne. He's okay. He's not a 1 or a 2, but you don't know what Jacoby Myers. He's a stud. He gonna be talked about a lot this year. N'Keal Harry, we might trade him. I hope we keep him. We might trade him. Nelson Aguilar, if he can catch the ball, he's going to take our offense. He's going to do a lot this year.
He can catch the ball for 3 years now.
Hold on now. But see, we got the tight ends. Johnny Smith for Hunter Henry in the middle.
Ain't Johnny Smith the other tight end?
Listen,
Ain't Jonathan Smith the other tight end?
Yeah, Jonathan Smith. Our offense, we don't have to be a top 10, 15 offense, but if our defense is strong and our offense can do a little better than what they did last year, we're gonna win 10, 11 games this year. That's a given. That's a given. Mac Jones, he's looking good, looking tremendous. I know it's practice and training camp, but he looked good in that preseason game. So we're gonna be this week. We play the Eagles. If Mac Jones plays good and Cam struggles, Mac Jones will be starting week 1. You can write it down. He will be starting.
And if hold on, what's your prediction here? Go to your prediction.
Oh yeah, if we stay healthy this year, and we're a young and deep team, we got some depth, we got some pass rush. If we stay healthy this year, we can go 11-6, win division. And when you get into the dance, anything can happen. But if we can go 11-6 this year, I'm gonna say 11. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 12 wins. But if I had to bet money, I'm gonna say 11 wins.
So you say you're gonna win 11 games this year?
11 games.
I think it's possible.
Yeah,
I think it's possible
too. Okay. With the division you win, I believe it's possible too. I guess I ain't gonna say that. You're not gonna win the division. Period. We ain't even talking about it. We ain't even forget to win. You're not betting Buffalo. You're not betting Buffalo. Period.
We still can win 11 games. We still can win 11 games if we don't win the division.
Okay, that's cool. What you finna say, Walt?
I was about to say that Buffalo didn't fix their 2 glaring needs that they had from last year though. Like they went out and they got Boogie Basham, Carlos Basham from Wake Forest, the defensive end. They went out and they got Greg Russo, the defensive end from Miami, who really doesn't have a position. They couldn't stop the run last year.
Yeah, that was their problem.
And then another big issue is that they still don't run the ball well enough. I thought that they should have went after a running back in either the first round or the second round last year. They didn't.
No, they quarterback driven. They quarterback driven hands down.
They get the ball.
But you know what though? But also I looked at. I think people overrate their tight ends a little bit too.
Yes.
I thought that when I looked at the tight end position, I thought Pat Fryermuth from Penn State was a possibility for them in the second round, maybe going to late second round. So I think Buffalo, they are a little Josh Allen centric right now. And I think that when you look at their deficiencies and look at what some of the other good teams in the AFC do well, look at Cleveland. Like Cleveland packing 2 1A running backs, bro.
Folks might go to Super Bowl.
Yeah, and one of the best offensive lines in football. Yeah. So, like, what are you honestly gonna do against a team like Cleveland in December?
We're gonna split with Buffalo this year. We're gonna split with Buffalo and Miami. Every time we go to Miami.
Buffalo. The reason why you're not going to split Buffalo because Cam Newton.
All the way out.
The reason why you're not going to do everything you want to do, the reason why is because of Cam Newton. That's why you're not going to do what you want to do. Cam Newton not going to get you where you got to go.
You know, he too worried about nothing not messing up.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm not even worried about Cam Newton. I don't even like Cam. I want Mac to start.
If you think a rookie finna come there and do what Dan Marino did a couple years ago or 20 years ago, whatever, that ain't going on.
Listen, we giving Buffalo too much credit. They good, but last year they beat.
I ain't even gonna put Buffalo. Y'all ain't better than Miami.
What?
If Matt Jones started that first game, Miami gonna blow y'all out, bro. The reason why Miami gonna blow y'all because you can't move the ball on.
The Patriots not better than Miami.
Your offense can't move the ball on.
Okay.
No, right now.
Bro, the Dolphins not even set. The Dolphins not even.
The little drag route. That's the only thing Cam Newton throwing. The
Miami,
drag route and the
Miami not even set on. Miami not even set on two.
Who won the AFC East last year? Who won the AFC East? That division. Who came in second?
It was Miami.
Yeah.
So,
and then it was us.
Right. So how can y'all say y'all better than Miami?
It was a COVID year. Cam came in late. We had injuries. Gilmore was hurt both the games that we played.
Wait a minute. Now you can't say it. You can't use that as an excuse. It was a COVID year for everybody.
You know why?
Exactly.
Bro, hold on. Let me talk. Look what the Patriots had to go through last year. Hold on. Tom Brady left. Cam came in a month before the season. We missed like 4 or 5 starters on defense through the COVID. I mean, it was a mess all last year. The COVID hit us the worst last year.
You're right.
So I mean, and then we didn't have any count on the side.
About 49ers,
and we still won 7 games. We still won 7 games.
You know what?
They chose to sign Cam that late. They signed Cam that late. They get the bench time. Tom Brady left early. He was gone.
They were listening to you thinking James Stidham gonna do it. They were listening to you. You remember you talking about James Stidham? They were listening to you. That's why Cam Newton got so late.
One thing you got to think about the little sex scam that the owner had down there in the Super Bowl. They still gonna do that dumb shit.
I don't know nothing about that.
Exactly.
So you don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, man, look, man. It sounds good. It really do sound good. I'm not beating Buffalo, shout. I'm telling you that.
We win 11 games. We're gonna split with Buffalo this year.
No, sir. You can split a 10-piece. You know what I'm saying? Serve to you. You know what I'm saying?
I really believe it right here, though. Y'all play Miami the first game, though.
W.
If you don't win that game, you don't make the playoffs.
Damn.
Easy.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't make the playoffs. I'm gonna tell you why you don't make the playoffs.
Hold on, check this out.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that though. Cause you and Miami gonna be fighting for number 2. Cause I think Buffalo gonna get number 1. If Miami beat y'all in New England this first game now, when it ain't gonna be cold, none of that. The next time y'all gonna be in Miami, they gonna sweep.
You know who Buffalo play week 1, right?
Who they play?
Pittsburgh. That's an L for. They
play Pittsburgh.
Yes, I'm going to Pittsburgh. That's an L.
Hold on, we finna call the games in a few minutes.
That's gonna be a tight over there.
Cool. But I think Pittsburgh is out of here too. I don't think they're gonna win that game. But you say y'all how many games you say you gonna win? 11? 11. I give you
9.
Yeah, I want to say shit like that. I want to say 9.
We will be in the playoffs.
I want to say 9.
We'll be in the playoffs.
You gonna get a wild card.
I don't even say you get a wild card. I don't even say you get a wild card. I don't know that about
it. If you do.
I like Miami. You see what I'm saying? I like Miami. So I say you win 7 games, but I say you did the same thing you did last
7.
I say you win the same thing you did last year, but this time you go 17.
Okay.
You go 17. Because you're gonna get to a point with Cam Newton, he's gonna sit Cam Newton down like, man, I'm sick of you. And he gonna bring Mac Jones in.
We starting out 3-0. We starting out 3-0, I promise.
If you know what I'm saying, if you
and
don't,
then you gonna win 4 more games after 3-0. You ain't gonna
That's
start off 3-0 because you're gonna lose that Miami game. So you're gonna be 2-1. Gonna be 2-1.
Hold on. We giving Miami all this credit, and they ain't even sold on tour yet.
Man, who gonna be the quarterback then?
They got Jacoby Brissett backing them up.
Nah, they'll get they
what, you talking about the boy that came from your team?
Yeah.
The black boy. The black boy, he been a backup all his career.
I mean, if we look at they college career, Tua had a way better college career than Mac Jones. Mac Jones had how many games? Tua had 2 whole seasons.
Yeah, what Alabama?
Man,
right?
listen, y'all gonna eat so much. What my boy Skip Bayless said, y'all gonna eat so much crow this year. It don't make no sense.
Skill positions. The Dolphins receivers way better than the receivers y'all got.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. They was better last year.
And they got a tight end.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick last year. You remember him?
Oh yeah.
They had Fitzpatrick and they didn't trust Tua.
They had him last year.
Bro, they pulled Tua out of the game and put Fitzpatrick. They don't trust Tua. I mean, listen, y'all gonna eat so much crow this year. I ain't saying this. Hold
on. The same way they pulled Tua out.
I'm gonna bring y'all.
Did they ever pull Cam Newton out?
Hey, hold on.
Man, listen.
I'm gonna bring y'all
Man,
my
listen.
show.
Man, Cam, my dude, but it's over for Cam. Cam washed. I'm telling you this, they're gonna pull Cam out like a bad tooth.
He too worried about not getting it wrong.
It's gonna be.
He too worried about not getting it wrong. That's what's wrong with Cam right now.
I'm gonna bring.
He's too worried about not getting it wrong.
I'm gonna bring all y'all on my show all year.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Another big problem is the fact that Denver really beat Cam ass in back-to-back games. That Super Bowl, they beat his ass, and then the very first week 1 beat his ass again. Cam ain't been the same since them Denver games, man. But I mean, I blame. I mean, we can get deeper into that. But I blame Carolina. I mean, it's just the way they treat not just Carolina in general, but the way these teams treat mobile quarterbacks, big, physical, tough quarterbacks. Josh Allen too.
That's all they want to do. Take out running.
Right. If Josh Allen ain't careful, they're gonna destroy him.
Yeah.
So real quick, before we move on, tell me what y'all like or dislike about Mac Jones. How y'all feel about Mac Jones?
I think he'll be straight. But I say about 2 years from now, he gotta get his feet wet. He gotta get a feel of the game.
He gotta know the offense. He gotta get in there. So he gotta know.
He's excited. Y'all got the future.
I think
he's a rookie quarterback. I think about him. He's a rookie quarterback. I don't care if it was Trevor Lawrence. He's a rookie quarterback. When he gets to that league, he put him a grown man.
He's not he's not plug and play.
Not at all.
I don't know until I see what Bill plans on doing with him.
I feel because he'll be out a couple years from now.
Because I will say this. I think Mac went exactly where Mac was supposed to win in the draft.
Like, he wanted to go there.
I had an issue with Mac going 3rd overall. I didn't think Mac was the 3rd overall pick in the draft, 3rd best quarterback in the draft. I didn't think he was the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. But he went where I think, he fit to go. But, like, Mac got it. Mac got some moxie. Mac got some brains. Mac got some pocket awareness. Mac got a nice little arm. He know how to improvise a little bit. He kind of like, a poor man's Joe Burrow. And I love some Joe Burrow, man. But I think he's similar skill set wise, similar to Joe in the sense that I don't do anything great, but my intangibles may be just what it is that gets me past you and you and you and you.
I can't wait to week 4. I can't wait to October the 3rd. I can't wait to week 4.
There you go.
Don't do that. You're playing
and they ain't gonna do nothing but disappear for a week after a loss because he disappeared after a loss. He disappeared hard.
Talking there, Real. I say week 4. You really think y'all got a chance
against Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen, Tom Brady just won a Super Bowl, right? This is Bill Belichick. If we don't make the playoffs this year, if we beat Tampa week 4, that's my Super Bowl right now. I don't even care what we do the rest of the year.
Everybody want to hear that, man. Everybody want to hear that.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
We can go 4-12. We can go 4-12. I want to beat Tom Brady.
That sounds about right, but I don't think they're gonna go down. And the reason why Tampa Bay defense in the eat them alive.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop the mic.
Yeah, you bring Mac Jones out there, what's gonna happen then.
If we get Stephon Gilmore back, we got J.C. Jackson, we got Jonathan Jones slot. That secondary, just like Walt said, is ready. And Matthew Jones, we ain't said nothing about Judon from Baltimore. We got Josh Uche, second year, Winovich. We got some young pass rushers. Christopher, I'm telling you, that defense is gonna put bread on.
Well, listen, I think Kyle Duggar is the difference. Like, yes. How good is he gonna be this season? And are they gonna utilize him in the way that they need to utilize him?
We younger this year and we deeper.
Yeah, Belichick can work that. He gonna work that. He'll work that.
Hey, you know Belichick. Belichick got something up his sleeve for week 4. Come on, he's not about to let Todd come out and do that. Come on now, he's not gonna do that.
I hope not. But by week 4, you might be 2-1 now.
No, we're gonna be
3-0. I'll be 2-1 now.
Oh yeah, okay. Cause guess what? The Tampa play the rounds the week before Tom comes to New England, so they got to travel from LA to New England.
Also, that was you banking on?
Huh?
Also, that was you banking on? You banking on it right
now? Yeah.
The travel.
All I can tell you is you better hope the Rams don't beat Tampa Bay that week for that. You better hope they don't.
I'm hoping.
You better hope they don't.
Wins that game. I hope and then come down.
You better hope they win. But boy, they lose that game. They all gonna be really in trouble. They gonna be mad as fuck.
Come back.
You say y'all gonna win what 11 games? I don't think that.
11 maybe 12, but I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna bet with 11.
Okay, I'm gonna stay at 7.
Man, no way.
It's gonna be okay. Just keep your head up, stay strong. It's gonna be all right.
I'm ready to talk to Cowboys, man.
DWOT, man, what the P doing, man? They don't know who the hell your team is. I know who your team is, but
yeah, I got a couple, you know what I'm saying? It seems like both of my team based in New York, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you got Buffalo.
Crazy, Green. You heard he said who he like.
Buffalo and Giants. That's what I'm saying. I like both of them, you know what I mean? You know, fan just fan because of the Giants, you know what I'm saying, from Eli. But Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? I think they got this year, they should do something this year. You know what I'm saying? They've been fine, they've been knocking out the Buffalo. They gonna
hey, time out. I see why you got so much hate towards the Patriots because we've been whipping y'all tail for so many years.
Man, stop. Hold on, let me tell you something like this. Let me say something like this. I don't hate nothing. I'm about the money. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to me, you talk about the money. I put my money on whoever I feel who's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And it's been years that I done got good money off of Buffalo on some slick wins. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I look for them. You know what I'm saying? Now the Patriots. Hey man, you can't deny what y'all done had, but y'all, it's like I just said, you had it owe it. You know what I'm saying? It owe it. You know what I'm saying? You had to see. You don't know.
Hey, we can have 5 straight bad seasons in a row. Buffalo still won't match the success we did.
Hey, you're right. I don't think too many teams in the NFL will, sir. So I can't disagree with that. I mean, what you got? What 5? You know what I'm saying? What 6 rings?
6 and counting.
Yeah, so you know, hey, man, I can't knock that. I can't knock that at all. You know what I'm saying? But let's don't see what we got going on right now. And right now, you ain't got shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All what you
did. What y'all got right now?
Hey, we got just like everybody, opportunity to change. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna sweep y'all for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You did know last year when y'all beat the Stephon Gilmore didn't play. Now one of those games, and Stephon Diggs went off in both games, right? They played a big part in how y'all beat us last year.
I got all
we
that.
We will split with Buffalo.
Okay, I got all that.
We can put a side bet on that right now.
I'm cool with that. How about you just make it light on yourself, man? You know what I'm saying? We can goddamn put it up. I love picking up some money now. Just drop it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I love picking it up now. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe, you know what I'm saying, Buffalo gonna win the division. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. I think their record probably be like in the 12-5, you know what I'm saying? So like that, you know what I mean? I think they go, you know what I'm saying, really go ahead and really try to shoot for the big boy, for the big boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna goddamn beat.
I mean, I thought y'all was gonna pick up Najee Harris from Alabama. I thought y'all was gonna get a running back in the draft. But y'all didn't.
He went exactly where his folder went. I think Pittsburgh should have got him. I wanted Pittsburgh to get him.
Yeah,
I thought he would have fit good in Buffalo too.
Yeah, he would. But you know, that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but I can't say much, but I like them, you know what I'm saying, over there. And then, you know, for, you know what I'm saying, my other team, you know, I'm just watching, you know what I mean? They gonna give a fight with the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? But
say what now?
That's how they're gonna give a fight with the Cowboys.
Every time.
They're gonna split with them, but you know what I'm saying? I look, but look, like I told my boy, I said y'all should do something this year now. I'm looking for y'all to do something. So hey man, if y'all don't do nothing this year, somebody gonna start packing bags and getting up out of them.
Oh yeah, we are.
Master Jerry ain't gonna go for that. Jerry ain't gonna go for that. So you know how that gonna go now. Yeah, he just admitted nigga had a goddamn down there about to die. Like, look, you know, I shouldn't even did you like that, Jimmy. So you know what I'm saying? I should have kept you on. So imagine him doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Hey man.
One thing about it, what do you think how many games the Giants gonna win?
Shoot, I look at the Giants, you know what I'm saying? If they give me 7 games, you know what I'm saying? I ain't set by 7, you know what I'm saying? 7, 8 games, I ain't mad at it. Me personally, I ain't mad at it. Like I do that, okay, cool. Y'all got them, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all sound like y'all trying to put it together, you know what I'm saying? Let's go see what we got, you know what I mean? But they do more than that, then that's cool. But
what did you think about the Kenny Golladay signing?
That was a hell of a move.
You know,
that was a good move. You talking about the wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
That was like he just said. When he just said he fit out this year with like 7 or 8 games. I think the Giants gonna be fighting to try to win the division.
Yeah.
I think the Giants.
Like I said, I don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like me,
they got a good team, man.
They got a good team. I know they got a good team.
It all depends
one
on
of the best
Ben
running backs out there. You know what I'm saying? If you got them get right, you know what I'm saying? but I just don't see the consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like this,
it depends on Daniel Jones. He has to not turn the ball over. They got the weapons. They surround him with weapons.
Yeah, definitely.
Saquon got to stay at the doctor's office. Kenny Galladay got to stay at the doctor's office. Their defense is right. I mean, they deep in their defense. Yeah. I want to see what the safety from Alabama. What's his name? They got Xavier. Yeah, I want to see what he can do.
They got him in it, and they got him in it, and another boy,
Jabril Peppers.
The other safety, he come from he been in the league for a while.
Peppers.
Yeah, Peppers.
Michigan.
Jabril.
Yeah, Jabril.
Yeah, they got your boy from Tennessee too. What's the cornerback?
That cornerback, he's solid.
Yeah,
just that defense gonna be. If defense gonna be able to shake it. So
I just like, you know what I'm saying, like the coach they got,
Joe Judge.
He's a Patriot.
Like it's you always been an average type of guy, you know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying. Like I want to see you be a winner, dog. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just keeping a job, you know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at this, you know what I'm saying, at the Giants, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna really do? You know what I'm saying? Like I got pieces in here and here, but it ain't consistent enough to me saying, okay, hey man, y'all should go ahead and win it. I just, me personally, I don't really see it like that. You know what I'm saying? So if they give me 7 games or better, hell yeah, I'm with it. But I can see like if they win 7, like, okay, cool, it's sound about right to me. You know, to me, be like, okay.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask you this then, get your point of view. Looking at the Giants from the inside, from the outside looking in, you look at like a lot of other teams around the league, they giving up on young quarterbacks quick if they see another guy they think is really that guy.
Right.
You look at what the Giants did. Do you think the Giants could have possibly taken a quarterback this year?
Yeah, they could have. They could. I mean, a lot of this draft right here was for the quarterback. So if you needed a quarterback, it was promising to get one. But already you want to try this man out to see what you're really working with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I look at that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Again, that's why I said like a 7, because like I don't really see a consistency. What are you really gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you come with better offensive schemes, are you gonna be a running team? You know what I'm saying? Are you still trying to catch up with with the passing game? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see where you at. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see your identity. I know what you got. You know what I'm saying? I know what you can do, but are you gonna do it?
Yeah, because I mean, when I look at Daniel Jones, I think Daniel's straight when he's not completely flustered. I notice when he's completely flustered, he doesn't know when to say, all right, Daniel, enough is enough, kill the play. Daniel want to just keep the play alive, and then boom, something bad happens. But when he's not turning the ball over, Daniel's straight. Like, if you can protect him and give him some weapons, like, Daniel's straight. It's just, I haven't given up on him. And I wasn't even really that high on him coming out of college, but his rookie year, I like guys who go through the rigors of it. Like, Daniel been through the trenches. Daniel been beat up a lot his first 2 years. He never complained about it.
For sure.
He just kept on marching about it. So I tell people, like, man, get the dude a chance. To see, like, I felt the same way about Darnold with the Jets. I thought at the end of the day, they didn't really give him a true opportunity to win. They didn't.
Right. And then, like I say, with me and him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come from Eli, right? You know what I'm saying? How they did Eli. The whole organization is kind of like up in the air to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you putting places here, you putting places there, you know what I'm saying? And you're looking good. You know what I'm saying? Are we focusing on the offense? We focusing on the defense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know the Giants, you know what I'm saying, that will wins the games for the Giants, the defense. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they feed off of that. I haven't really been seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, the coach, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm not a fan of him. You know what I'm saying? You're not really you mediocre. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to the bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I said that's why I say, like, yeah, you got a good, you know what I'm saying? You got good pieces, but can you work? I'm worried about the offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Like, the plays getting called. Like, do Jones got control of the play? Or he did, you know what I'm saying? Okay, shit, I gotta do this, and then if I do this, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna say something bad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see no real good flow with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about program and flow. And that shit is too glitchy. That's all I'm saying. It's just too glitchy.
Yeah. I mean, I think y'all got some solid pieces. I love Dexter. Like, I was a huge Dexter Lawrence fan, man. I love Dexter.
It just ain't flowing right though to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good flow. It's just like, okay, you can make this play, you made that play, then boom, dumb play, boom. You know what I'm saying? Or boom, oh, this shit play. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, y'all got to tighten up, John.
Let me ask you this. How close do you think the Giants are to the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, see, I can't say that because we gonna always play them good anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Division.
So, right. You know what I'm saying? I can't weigh that up like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like with the Falcons in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be shit all year, but they're gonna play the hell out of each other. So right there, you know what I'm saying? On paper, I'm looking at the Cowboys looking better than the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like I told, you know what I'm saying, Dry. Hey man, this is supposed to be y'all year. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be going at least to the NFC Championship. You know what I'm saying? If not going to the bowl. You know what I mean? And if you don't, it's gonna be some problems. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all not gonna keep Ezekiel for too long. I really think he's gonna be the first one gonna go.
I think Michael Gallup is going after this year.
Yeah. We can sign him. Can't we sign him?
I think Gallup is going after this year because CD he probably play outside. It may. He's still in a rookie contract. You got Cooper just signed a big contract. You're not gonna pay.
We can't resign.
You're not about to pay.
Right.
Yeah, you're not paying on 3 wide receivers like that.
He's gonna be playing for a contract this year. So he auditioned for another team.
This y'all shot. This y'all y'all shot. So if any fluke gaze that happened with that, I don't think y'all really it's gonna be back over with. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be back over with. So I'm gonna always say we always gonna split with, you know what I'm saying, the Cowboys, not beat them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it, but it ain't been like that. But just looking at the, you know what I'm saying, how they gonna play, yeah, they should be able to split them folk, man.
But I honestly think the Giants and the Cowboys is one defensive play away from finishing second in that division. The Giants got a pretty solid defense.
Yeah, they do.
They played pretty tough down the end of the road at the last season. So the Giants is not too far away from winning that division.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at their defense. Now they're getting Saquon back. The offensive line look much more improved. So, man.
Like I say, it look good, bro. It look good, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Let's see how it flow. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that thing flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it look good, but get what? Then you get into a week 4 and then you got a 3-game loss. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like,
things change overnight. Things change overnight in football, man. You mess around, you start week 1 with 4 straight 3-and-outs, and then the fans turn on you, and it's over with.
Quick. I'm talking about the heartbeat now.
Quick. Especially in New York, y'all shit, boy. What? Come on now. Y'all see how y'all did my house up there. Y'all
tell people, man.
New York, you know y'all ready to go off in New York.
Well, I think you said, when it comes to football, man, I don't care what sport, what town it is. If you got a professional football team, pro football takes precedence over everything else, man. And when that quarterback position ain't right, same thing with the Bears. They can try Andy Dalton out there if they want to, and see what the hell happens.
They're gonna fall out. They're gonna fall out.
I'm telling you, man. For one, the locker room not gonna play that. The locker room not gonna tolerate you playing somebody who's not supposed to be playing.
Yeah, they're gonna fall out.
You know, so yeah.
When it comes to the Giants, though, you said 7-1. I see the Giants winning by. I see them going 8-9 or something like that. But they just get a weekend division we in.
Right.
I think the Cowboys and the Giants gonna be fighting to try to win that division. No, I think I'm putting Washington at number 3.
Right.
I think y'all better than the Washington Redskins. I think the Cowboys are too. So I think y'all be fighting to try to win the division. But
like I say, if that thing clicking, yeah, they can get you a little win, John. You know what I'm saying? If it clicking, but if it ain't clicking,
I said 10 to the most. I ain't say no left. I said I give you 10.
I ain't giving you one more.
I give you 10 to the most. I ain't no left. I think no 10 to 7 at best.
If they clicking, shout.
They gotta get. I can't take that from they got. I like them. I think they're pretty solid out of it. I think they're the second best team in out of it.
Yeah, they clicking, but you know what I mean. That's that.
So you know, I'm saying I'm up next. Y'all know what's going on. Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm saying we're gonna win the NFC East. Simple math. I think we're gonna win 11 games. I think we're gonna go 11-6. Simple math. It wasn't that hard for me.
Yeah.
That's how I feel they go. I like the Dan Quinn move. I think He simplified defense. Everybody know what they're doing. Pick your head back, get the quarterback, stop the run on the way there. And I predict that to go 11-6. And I predict that to go to the NFC Championship game.
You got to. You ain't got no choice because if you don't, it's over with. Tell you now.
But to do all that I'm talking about, we got to come out there and run the damn ball. We can't come out there and got to throw the ball all over the field and let that Prescott keep throwing the ball. If they come out there and establish Ezekiel Elliott and make him be the main focal point with what's going on, I feel like all that can go down.
It's just like the old saying go, happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I look at Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? He's a diva. So you got to take care of him and make sure he's happy and feed him. And you feed him, you're good. Because then now you got your boy, you know what I'm saying, with the shoulder situation. You know, it's way worse than what they're going to make it seem. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that. So if you throw this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, 30, 40, you know what I'm saying, 40 times.
45 times, 40,000, 45, you're going to die. You're going to die.
Dead. You're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
The Cowboys, just like the Giants, right? They got a couple of new pieces, maybe not on the field, but they got new pieces with Dan Quinn coming in. Mike McCarthy still trying to get back in the league as far as being a premier coach. You know what I'm saying? I guess you take last year, you look, and you know, they was you can look at Dak Prescott injury, but I think too, just like the Giants, if they have issues, it's gonna be between the staff and everybody being on the same page that they not clicking, just like he's saying with the Giants. I think that's why those games in that division overall, I think, again, Ron Rivera trying to reestablish the culture in Washington. I don't know what the hell Philadelphia do.
They last.
But again, the Giants and the Cowboys both trying to make sure that they both kind of got a culture, but I think the Giants maybe got a little more work. I think at least McCarthy, you got some sort of pedigree. Like you said, Joe Judge, he was an understudy in New England. In New England, you know, I'm trying to think, Brian Flores maybe was the first one to come out and be like, all right, like, he a decent coach. But everyone that done came out of there, ain't really been that good a coach.
No, you're right about that.
You know what? I think, man, Dallas, boy, y'all tend to draft pretty well, man. Y'all draft a lot of Pro Bowlers. It's similar to the Chargers, man. Like, my only issue with the Chargers is that y'all just can't seem to get everything, the mix right. Y'all get all the ingredients.
I never seen nothing from the Chargers ever since when LD left, man.
I mean, if you look at the Chargers historically, though, like, they've always drafted well. Like, drafted well has never been a Charger problem. They've always drafted Pro Bowlers, Hall of Famers, all pros at certain positions. But the meal just doesn't. The meal never turned out right. Like, they buy all these expensive ingredients, and the meal still tastes like shit. Yeah. every single season, if it ain't the injury bug biting them up,
injury fuck them up all the time.
Or it's a head coach making stupid decisions at the wrong point in times in games, or field goal kickers missing extra points, and it's always something with them.
You're right about
it. It seemed like it's always something with the Cowboys. Like, I look at y'all draft, bro. Like, I'm a draft dude, man. Y'all draft some dogs. Like, I love Parsons. I love Kelvin Joseph. Y'all got him in the second round.
I like that cornerback, boy. I like him.
Yeah,
I like the, I'm 24. I like him.
I like the defensive end. They got Ane. Is it Bradley Ane or something like that? D tackle, D end.
He came from what college he come from?
You talking about the dude for UCLA? Osa. Well, I ain't gonna even butcher my man's last name.
Ane.
But no, they ain't him though. But I do know that they got Jabril Cox also too in the fourth round. So how's Cox?
I like that linebacker too. I like him.
Cool. All right. Josh Ball.
Jabril Cox.
Josh Ball too, the offensive tackle they got from Marshall in the fourth round. So
he'll be solid.
Yeah, y'all got players, man. I like to see what y'all can do with Parsons. I think Parsons is he's a dog that can't be chained. You got to let him use his instincts. Yeah, let him see. Yeah, you got to let him play.
If Jalen Smith can get back to playing like 2018, Jalen Smith. I love Jay. I've seen him playing. I love Jalen Smith now. If he can get back to playing like 2018, 2019 Smith, they're gonna be all right.
I love Jalen Smith, the athlete. I don't know about Jalen Smith, the football player.
He do be missing a lot of sign, man, though, bro.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I know that he'll overrun a play, all those type shit. I noticed that. He'll hit the wrong gap. I be noticing that.
I got to ask my man Kendall one question though.
What's up?
What's up with my man Jameis Winston, man? Like I remember you had high hopes for my boy Jameis Winston, crab legs. My boy ain't he starting for New Orleans, right?
I had high hopes for
Jameis Winston. That was BWOT. That was 300. That wasn't him.
Oh, that wasn't him. Okay, that wasn't him.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I know James. I think you like Jameis Winston, man. Okay. I thought it was him. My fault.
Now, hold on. Now, I do think if Jameis was with us last year, I think we would have won like 2 or 3 more games because Jameis gonna sling that thing. He don't care what you got to hit. He gonna throw that thing. So I like Jameis hard because he gonna throw you 30 touchdowns. He gonna throw you about 30, 40 interceptions too.
New Orleans Saints gonna probably win 6-7 games this year to the most. Jameis Winston is trash. He threw good. He can't.
Hey, long as they lose to us week 3, I think I don't care what they do.
They gonna lose every chance they get.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if the Saints can run the ball, which they can, I know that defense is all right. They got a decent safety. They got a decent corner. They got good linebackers. They got Hayward on the defensive line. I think you might think, okay, if the Saints try and roll out that high flying Drew Brees offense, nah. But if they run the ball with the line, if they got Murray, they got Kamara, they could win a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Because the defense is gonna get them by.
If they do exactly what you say, they let me know they don't even trust them. Don't even trust that man anyway. They just
this is Michael Thomas last year with the Saints.
You got to know that
he might not even play this year. He might not even play this.
He played this year.
You just said about New Orleans run the football, whatever. What you said is 100% right. Only thing about it is that ain't what Sean Payton do. They don't run the football.
I think the same.
But I think they do. If they do that, then they can play action Jameis Winston, and that's something that he used to doing from playing at Florida State. I think they could also bring in Hill to take some pressure off Winston, where he can become that dual threat like he was with Drew Brees. I mean, look at Drew Brees last year for sure, and the season before that, he was falling apart. He was not like high fly. He was throwing wide open crosses to Michael Thomas, or he was dinking and dunking to Kamara, and then he run for 80 yards. They can do the same thing with Winston. I think Winston can push the ball downfield.
And Sean Payton still called passing play.
Yeah, did.
Well, I mean, they
have rib was broke. I mean, about 4-5 broken ribs.
Yeah, the man. Yeah, I just thought about that. The man taking off a broken rib.
Like, you still want to pass the ball? Yeah.
But I will say this though. I think Sean Payton does know how to win games. Now, I don't trust New Orleans in the playoffs, period. But I think during the regular season, he knows how to win games. We've seen instances over the past decade or so where Breeze has been out for an extensive stint of games, and they'll run the ball down your throat. Like Peyton has always ran the ball well, whether it was Deuce McAllister and Melvin, not Melvin Ingram, but Ingram there, and even the back. Yeah. They've always, ran the ball well when he's had guys there. So I think the defense is still good enough. That offensive line is still full of Pro Bowlers. Like I said, defensively, they're still good enough in the secondary. They're gonna win games.
Yeah,
they're gonna win games.
I think your wins was just coming from the hope that when Drew Brees get back together, get back with them. You know what I'm saying? They like Drew Brees is like God to them folk down there, man. So like. He'll motivate the whole city to do anything. So they're like, oh, he gonna play one day. So now he gone. I don't see it. I'm thinking he's gonna.
I seen him have a terrible year.
Terrible.
I agree. I agree.
I don't see no more than like 7 wins for real.
I don't even see that.
When it comes to that, just cause when they ball out to it, even if they do run the football, you can't keep running Kamara up that AB guy. Right. Keep running that AB guy on Kamara. They're gonna kill him. He ain't never got there big. He fast, but they're gonna kill him. So if you want to run the ball out there, that means you gotta sit him down and bring what the boy that they got from the Falcons? No, they got the other boy from the Falcons. They just got that boy from the Falcons.
Oh,
I mean, you finna bring Freeman and Murray, one of them in the game. And if you bring them in the game, that means you take your best player out the court. I mean, your best player out the field, Kamara.
I forgot about that. That damn show got crazy.
To run the ball, you got to take Kamara out the field because you're not going to keep Kamara can't touch that motherfucker, can't run that motherfucker on 25, 30 times up the gap. They'll kill him. By week 6, he'll be through.
Dead.
Yeah.
So you got to take him out the game to run the ball out there. You got to bring Murray or Freeman in the game to run the ball out there and hold your best player, especially with Michael Thomas out the game. That's your best offensive threat, Kamara.
Michael Thomas probably be out the first month.
Yeah, he gonna be out. He might be out for the first 8 games.
Yeah.
So your best offensive threat is Kamara. You got to have him on the field.
I think the Saints are going through a bit of a rebuild.
Yeah, they were time to
no thing. You got to think about that.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's like a fully rebuild because, like I said, that offensive line is kind of young and they got some money invested in them.
But they need a couple. They need some wide receivers. They need some secondary players.
Now, that's what I was gonna say. They got some spots on defense that's kind of aging. I think the defensive end that they spent the money on, the high pick on Davenport from a couple of years ago. He's not really, he didn't really pan out the way they thought he would.
Right.
But I mean, the Saints draft well. Like I said, I mean, when you have a really good offensive line and you can run the ball and you have a team that's used to winning games, that's why I've always had a lot of belief in New England for the simple fact Belichick has won a lot. So I don't see Bill Belichick having a 12-loss season.
No,
I don't
I'm gonna say this right quick.
I can't see that.
Crank him up.
I think the Panthers would be they would be the number 2 team in the NFC South this year. I think they're gonna be.
Hey, BWOT, who told you that? BWOT, what he just said?
Panthers, you?
If I ain't even talk to him. So all they gotta do is go check out. They're gonna check out the podcast. What I say about the
Panthers. Hey, watch out for the Panthers.
I say the same thing. They're one of my
Panthers because the Saints. I mean, the Saints. They're going there. The Falcons. You don't know what you can get for the Falcons. The Panthers.
Nah, they done.
I think they could be the second best.
They're gonna be the second best team over there.
Yeah, I think Kendall is right about that. The Panthers might be the second best team in that division. Because when you think about the history of the NFC South for like the last 10 years. The last place team always finished first, but now with Tom Brady in that division, Tom Brady in that division, that's not happening. So
I think they're gonna be a contention in that division.
I think they had a good draft too. I love Terrence Marshall.
They had a good draft the last 2 years.
Last year they was the first team to draft nothing but defensive players.
You know what I'm trying to tell you? They came in this year, got about 3-4 more of them.
Yeah, the JC Horn. I love the Terrence Marshall pick.
So let me ask y'all this: while we all sitting around here massaging Carolina right now, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. That was my team to look out for. So I might as well just get that on out the way now. That was my team to look out for.
Carolina.
Okay. Carolina.
Yeah.
We all on the same thing. I feel the same way, bro. I swear, I feel the same way about them.
Same here.
I feel the same way. I was like,
not
saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl and like that, but they're gonna be a problem. Them folks gonna be a problem.
Yeah, if Darnold good. Yep.
I got a question for all y'all. Let me give y'all my answer to it. Give me y'all quarterback that's on the hot seat for this year.
AFC or NFC?
Wherever.
Quarterback.
I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. I think they done paid this man $80-some-odd million. They just took Kellen Mond. As long as he don't get COVID again or something stupid, I think Kirk Cousins, if he has another poor showing, he is definitely on the hot seat.
I'm gonna give y'all one.
I'm gonna say this too though. I think Russell. Russell they don't really do nothing this year. I think he's gonna get about it. Seattle. I think he's gonna get ready.
Who you got?
Hold on.
I got. Let me think. Another quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
I got a good one.
Well, this being last season, so regardless, he about it though.
I got a good one.
Truthfully, I don't think it's gonna be too many quarterbacks switching seats this offseason coming up, given the fact that, as we already touched on last season.
Cam, if you don't do nothing, he gone.
Oh yeah, but New England already got.
They already got their man.
Yeah, so he gone.
Really, what Block said, I know the same thing with Block said. I don't see nobody else. Kirk Cousins.
I'm going with Ryan Tannehill from the Titans. if they don't win this year, if they don't do this year, then Tennessee they're gonna be in the market for a quarterback next year.
I got one for y'all. I got one for y'all.
I don't see that.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers gone anyway, pimp. He gone anyway.
Man,
the hot seat that I'm talking about is going to be in the middle of the season, meaning that as soon as he threw an interception or as soon as Green Bay lose a game that they supposed to have won, the media is going to come down on him because everybody always take the management side of the field.
I agree with that. They can't wait to get him. They can't wait to get him. They can't know any team would love to get Aaron Rodgers right now.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
All that, you know what I'm saying? Like
all the teams love to get Aaron Rodgers, but the thing is, what I'm saying is that it's going to be so much pressure on management and the media. They're going to team up against this guy as soon as Green Bay lose a game.
It's possible.
And that's going to put him on that kind of hot seat. Aaron Rodgers, he can overcome it, but it's going to be that type of hot seat for him all year.
So you saying that if he plays subpar, they're going to crucify him?
They're going to crucify him if he played good.
Okay.
If he played good.
Because when he already know that though. That's why he came when he came out and said they went back there and negotiated he can get traded next year if he wanted. He already know that finna come behind. He don't even care. He don't even make him no different. He really just doing it for your boy Devontae Allen so they can lead together. I really think they're gonna lead together and go to the Denver Broncos next year.
Yeah, that need.
Well, Denver doesn't need another wide receiver though. They got plenty of depth receiver.
But what they talking about Dylan? What they talking about Dylan?
They ain't got no Devontae Adams over there.
They don't, but
he's 99 on Madden. He's 99 on Madden.
And it come with a quarterback. I got to have that.
Shoot, the Broncos had multiple quarterbacks when Peyton became available. They said, "Excuse me, can you slide to the left?"
Exactly.
Right.
About the Kirk Cousins being on the hot seat and Aaron Rodgers, I think he's gonna be going through that all year anyway, and he already know that. That's why.
What y'all think about Jalen Hurts from the Eagles?
He'll be all right. He'll have them in the division. He'll be all right.
Yeah, Hurts gonna be good, man. I think he's gonna develop into a nice quarterback.
What they got going on down there, that shit ain't gonna cut the muscle. He's
gonna develop into a nice quarterback.
I like what they got around him. I mean, if Jalen Rager can come on his second year, you got Devontae Smith. They got some pieces there.
Man, listen, I'm leery of wide receivers who stay hurt in college. Then they come to the NFL and they hurt too their first year, man. Ray Rager couldn't stay healthy at TCU, man.
And we got to feel different way out.
Yeah,
he got hurt.
So hey, but
everybody asked the Cowboy fan why the hell we tried to CD Lamb because they were gonna get it.
Right.
CD Lamb's he's always healthy for the most part.
I'm not saying that's why the Cowboy drafted because the Eagles was gonna draft him.
Yeah.
That's why they got that.
But see, I thought they was gonna get Justin Jefferson.
TCU they got that year. And then the same year they got the boy for TCU. Wow.
Which who?
That boy for TCU, the wide receiver.
Jalen
Rager. That year Philadelphia got him. They got him because the Cowboys would have got CD Lamb. Because Philadelphia wanted CD Lamb.
Because I thought Philly was going to get Justin Jefferson, but Jefferson went to Minnesota. They passed on Jefferson and got Rager.
Yeah.
Well, back it off of what he was talking about. The quarterback I think is on the hottest seat right now, in my opinion, or not even necessarily the hottest, but one of the hottest is dude who used to play here in Detroit, and that's Matthew Stafford with the Rams. I think
they got high expectations for him.
Yeah, they gave up the church's money for you. They gave up the church money for you, and he's in a situation where he's got a 2-year gap. I think him and McVay. If him and McVay don't pull it off, a Super Bowl win within the next 2 years, they both probably gone. I say
with the Matthew Stafford situation, I won't say that this year, but definitely next year. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they got the pieces. They got weapons. I like Deshaun Jackson, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. They got
what you just called out, that wide receiver you called out first. Man, that man ain't gonna get you 5 games.
Right. Cooper might not either.
I ain't talking about Cooper, I'm talking about Jackson.
Oh, I know.
Don't they have? Don't they got Tutu Atwell? I think they got.
Oh, don't play the Tutu Atwell card, man. Man, let's hold up. Let me ask you this. Hold up. You can put that receiving core up against any receiving core he had here in Detroit, and all of them was better here in Detroit than what he had here. What he got with the Rams.
I like Van Jefferson too, though, but he's had some good receivers.
I think, bro, like I'm looking at these dudes' schedule right now, man. Look, they final 9 games of the season. They got Tennessee, Frisco, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Arizona, Seattle, Minnesota, Baltimore, San Francisco.
Who the Rams?
Like that's their final 9 games, bro.
And the Rams.
Yes.
Well, they got problems. They got problems.
What's going to keep the Rams in it is that defense. What's going to keep the Rams in it is that defense.
They defense keep winning. But you know that
now they changed coordinators. They changed coordinators.
They got that same coordinator.
People done picked up on McVay, and I think that's why they struggled the most. I think that's why Jared Goff started to have a hard time because a lot of those gimme plays they was getting the first couple of seasons, teams picked up on. I think if you could look, and it's my team, but even if you look at the San Francisco game, we rolled out a practice squad defense. We was down to second, third string quarters, and it was nothing. Nothing was happening. And that's because McVay has been running the same scheme for several years now. So hopefully with Stafford, he's able to evolve. And if not, then I think it was somebody else. I forgot who it was. McVay gonna be out of there because they got the talent. They paid the money. They paid buku bucks and draft picks for Ramsey. They paid buku bucks and picks for Stafford.
They got a whole nother stadium and everything.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Now they lost Cam Akers, which I think is going to be a bigger injury than they letting on. I think they season might have almost ended with Cam Akers. So I think he was really coming on. And when him being hurt, he gone. So I think the Rams are under a lot of pressure. I think Stafford is under a lot of pressure, but I think McVay is under even more pressure because at the end of the day, he ain't no more it's golf ball after this season.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I can see that. Definitely, it's more high seat on the coach than the quarterback.
I
can respect that.
That sound about
well, no, I think so, because the whole notion nationally for the last 12 years has been, woe is Stafford. You know, it's Detroit's fault. They not doing enough for him. They not giving him this. They not giving him that. They don't recognize what type of diamond that they have. So he's going to go on this side. He's going to go over in these people's backyard, and everything is going to be so much better. Like there's pressure on Stafford. There's definitely pressure on Stafford. And I look at like them last 9 games of the season. You asking him to play against teams who historically he has struggled against. He has a losing record career-wise against San Francisco, Arizona, Seattle, Baltimore. Like there's teams he has never beaten on this list in his career. Like he's never played well at Arizona, but you expect him to play Arizona twice a season. He's never played well against Frisco, but you expect him to beat Frisco twice.
Right.
Like I don't see it, man. And I'm not like a lot of people feel like it's just sour grapes on my end, and I felt this way about Stafford a lot. When you look at it for what it is, man, your record, you are a part of that record. I understand people when they say wins aren't necessarily a quarterback statistic. The hell they not. If we consider Super Bowl rings part of a joint at the hip for a great quarterback, then why in the hell we wouldn't consider quarterback wins?
Right. I agree with that.
Let me play devil's advocate to that. Let me just play devil's advocate to that. So Stafford, he had a bad record against those teams, but football is the ultimate team sport. So is it Stafford or is it the Detroit Lions? And when we talk about a quarterback stat, that really came about win or loss quarterback stat. That came about like in 2000. And the reason why I say that is because before the 2000s, all the way leading up to 1994, baseball was America's pastime. That was the number one sport in America, baseball. From 1994 through 2000, it was basketball. Michael Jordan's second comeback from retirement and everything. Football took over in the 2000s. So what's going to make football more relevant is the quarterback, the marketing of the quarterback. But if we take Tom Brady, he won 7 rings since the 2000s. But if you look at Tom Brady's stats, and then you look at the team that he was on, every time that he won a Super Bowl, those 7 rings, his team finished in the top 8 of the defense. So it's more team oriented. So we have a lot of quarterbacks that are immaculate against the man, the GOAT, and still haven't won a ring, i.e. Dan Marino. Put Dan Marino on a great team today, on a great defensive team, and see what he do. So the quarterback is easier and he's more appealing to the masses. That's the reason why they market him so much. But it's not all about the quarterback. Because we can take the 2001 or 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Trent Dilfer. That defense won that title.
But Trent Dilfer.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
But that's kind of
defense. At the end of the day, defense wins championships. At the end of the day, defense wins championships. Sells tickets.
For sure.
But I mean, it helps. It helps out a lot. Yeah, I mean, defense winning championship helps out a lot. I mean, the Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson situations are kind of an anomaly, though. They don't happen that often. If you want to consistently win, you got to have a real good guy in the center. And I think like the issue with Stafford here was it's not even the fact that he loses. Like, you can get to the playoffs, make it to the second round, win a couple games, lose, whatever, miss the playoffs the next year, make it to playoffs, lose, maybe win a couple games the following year. It's about consistently keeping your team in the mix. That's what an elite quarterback does. An elite quarterback takes a 6-10 team and turns them into a 9 or 10 win team. That's what I always felt an elite quarterback can do. An elite quarterback can get you through rough stretches of the season where the running game ain't working well, or the defense is struggling, but he may gunsling you to a couple 38, 35-point wins. An elite quarterback is the X factor. He's the ultimate X factor. And I think maybe the situation Stafford came to here, first of all, I didn't think he was the number 1 overall player in that draft period, but coming off an 0-16 season with Dan Orlovsky as your starting quarterback, what the hell you gonna do? Yeah, and I'm not. I wasn't.
Like the boy.
No, I wasn't against the pick.
That is a mean. Shout out hard now. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a good heart. The man got a good arm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just like I just and he tough. The boy tough, man.
He's tough, but the thing is, like we all watch our teams. I watched Stafford be in situations where he was supposed to be the difference and he wasn't. And I'm talking about, like, if you got a record of 8-67 against teams 500 or better, you cannot put that all in your defense.
If Joe Montana was on that Detroit,
if you ain't got nobody you trust on your offense, what can you do though, bro?
And then then you look at his record, his statistics against teams 500 or better. Like, his numbers aren't good, so you can't all just be, well, it's the defense, all their fault. His numbers, I've watched too many games where this dude slept walk through the first half of games.
I can believe that. That's lack of motivation.
4 straight, and he said it himself. You know, after a couple comeback wins, you know, this wouldn't have to happen if I wasn't going through the motions so much in the first half of games.
He has to say that. He has to say that.
But he does it though. Like, he's the same guy he was at Georgia. Like, he was the same guy at Georgia who you go to see him, or you see, man, y'all got to see this Stafford guy. And I'll go watch a Georgia game, and I'm like, "This the guy y'all talking about?" Oh, I see the arm strength. Damn, that's flashy throw. That's nice. But where's the gumption? Like, where's the nuts and bolts of Stafford? That's my thing. When I look at Stafford, what is the difference between Stafford and Aaron Rodgers? What is the real difference between those two guys?
Well, you know what I'm saying? For mechanics, really nothing. For mechanics,
or is it mental intangibles? Or like,
I can tell you the difference between Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. One thing about Aaron Rodgers, get time. Aaron Rodgers get a chance to play motherfucker with 9 degrees I know. They help you out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And the prime example is when Aaron Rodgers and them played Tampa Bay, when it was cold and Tampa Bay won. The weather didn't fit Tampa Bay because of Tom Brady.
Right.
And Rodgers, that's a good point, right? Because if you think about the comparing Rodgers and Stafford. If you think about it, yeah, they got similar stats, but Rodgers was doing that, like you said, in the snow. Rodgers was doing that with Donald Driver and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's
never had a Megatron. I think the closest he had now is Devontae Adams, but Stafford, like he never had a Megatron type of receiver where they out there like punt gunners. They got two dudes in front of this dude.
Right.
Like
you know what happened? You know what happened when Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl? You know what happened?
Yeah.
Green Bay had the number 2 defense in the league.
Yeah.
And what happened ever since? We can't beat the 49ers because they running the ball all day. We putting up the points, but we couldn't stop the run.
Well, I think Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers highlighted a lot of it in his statement, right? They were a team that never went out in free agency and signed no players. They always wanted to draft from within. They always wanted to promote within. They missed out on a lot of talent, right? This last few seasons, now that they got a new GM, you see they brought in the 2 ends from Baltimore, and I forgot where the other dude came from, but they got the 2 defensive ends to replace Clay Matthews. They finally drafted some good corners. This season is a important season for them because it's, like you said, probably Aaron Rodgers' last season. But I think comparing the two, I think Aaron Rodgers is a way better quarterback before the snap. I think his ball placement is a lot better than Stafford. Can Stafford throw the ball all over the field? Yes. But we talk about pinpoint windows with anticipation. Aaron Rodgers is way better than Matthew Stafford.
Definitely. Way but that's the thing with me, though.
Came on as one of the greatest.
I know it's against proper belief, but it's not the quarterback for me. It's not the quarterback for me. Defense controls it all. Look at the history of the NFL. Look at the history of the NFL. You can look at the stats of every Super Bowl team. They finished in the top 8 of defense. I don't care what quarterback you got. Like I said, Dan Marino.
That's true. We know that part.
Ain't nobody down there. Their defense is always gonna win the game. But you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like prime example, like when the Falcons lost, you know what I'm saying, in the Super Bowl, right? You know what I mean?
What happened? The defense.
The defense stopped, but the offense what brought them to win that game. Not in the Patriots defense. You know the offense got them to win that game.
The 23 game in the Super Bowl, that was y'all talking about.
Yeah. And what happened?
You know why they lost that game? They didn't lose that game for no goddamn defense. They lost that game for terrible coaching.
Yeah, for sure. We know that part.
They know when the hell you are 23 and you lose that game. Any one of us could have been on that sideline and won that game.
Yeah, if you have 28-3.
On coaching, simple man. You can just win with the clock.
You're absolutely right. And you up 28-3. What happened? Who let you lose that game?
They started dancing.
Coach.
They started dancing.
That damn Patriots offense took over, and their defense couldn't stop their ass.
I'm gonna tell you why. The outfit took over. Because the Falcon outfit kept going 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you keep going 3 and out, your defense the whole time 3 points all day.
What cost them to go 3 and out? That Patriots defense stepped up.
Because you throwing the ball.
They defense really didn't step up like that. I mean, they had some good defensive plays, but I like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I brought up that team, because that's like there's a kind of counteract what you saying on, you know what I'm saying, defense. You know what I'm saying? Like that Super Bowl right there was a total offensive, you know what I'm saying, Super Bowl that started off late and ended up, you know what I'm saying, the winner. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at that Super Bowl. But most of them win by defense. No hands out.
That's the saying. Defense win championship, offense
ticket. Yeah. That's way. That's how that goes.
But you have to try that. But the end what we were just talking about the pressure. You right. You right. So I'm saying, what the name is? Matthew Stafford.
Matt Stafford. Yeah.
But I think what's called is in front of him. Like Matthew Stafford got at least this year, next year. Next year he'll be the person we really on.
Because they can't draft another quarterback to the second or third right now anyway. So it's like Matthew Stafford fell into I don't want to say he fell into a win-win situation. Now he might get tried in the court of public opinion, But as far as somebody coming for his job,
but you know what?
He got a little cushion. He got a cushion.
But you know what though, and I think that's a big problem with Stafford's career. He's never been pushed. He's never been pushed. He was never pushed in high school. He was never pushed at Georgia. He was never pushed in Detroit. They never drafted the damn. They drafted Jake Rudock in the 5th or the 6th round. Right? They never pushed him. And I think he's not. He in another situation. This dude always had the cushiest job, bro. He's never had anybody looking for his job.
And you know why? You know why? Because he's the damn quarterback. What team pushed the quarterback like that though? For real?
I mean, it's plenty of cities. I think
the 49ers just got quarterback. The 49ers just got that drop low. The 49ers just pushed got that Jimmy G. You can believe that.
I mean, New England tried to do that. New England drafted Garoppolo like, hey.
You got to think though, bro. You got to think.
Who knew about Garoppolo though when they drafted him?
Look, this quarterback position is the only position. If you don't show up to work that day, you might not have a job no more. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that. You know what I mean? Like it's plenty of these quarterbacks. Like look at your boy. You know what I'm saying? That shit took your job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. You know what I'm saying? Tom, that's how he got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hey, that's a position.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
We talking about that. Look at Carson Wentz. Like Wentz think he okay, but let Wentz fall into a situation where Sam Ellinger balling, or Jacob Eason out there throwing laser beams all over the field.
You got a problem, man.
Oh, now you got a problem.
I got the Philadelphia won their Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Dog, you only one player being away from being replaced, especially if you were sucking before that one play.
Especially in the quarterback.
But how many chances did the quarterback get? How many chances did the quarterback get?
Really? If you're good at your job, if you're really good,
they drafting every position every year. When they draft a quarterback, it's making the news. Like, oh man, they drafted a quarterback in the second round.
He's the leader. That's the leader. He's the leader.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't know about who I think on the seat the hottest. I think what you just said about Stafford, he coming number 2. I think Kirk Cousins coming in number 1. I think Kirk Cousins been on the seat for the last 2 years.
I think he out of here, dog. I think he out of here, bro. Like,
that's why I said so. That's why I said like the pressure on him this year. If Minnesota don't make the playoff, like I don't think they will.
Right.
They don't got to. He'll be up out of here.
I think it's more pressure when it comes to that Matt Stafford situation. I think it's more pressure on their coach than it is the Stafford. You know what I'm saying? They gotta.
Yeah.
The coach got to prove that he's capable of being a winning coach. You know what I'm saying? And control the situation. So if that don't show up, I think Matt they'll get rid of coach before they get rid of Matt. Because like you said,
I believe that too.
I think it's similar with Minnesota. You look at Minnesota with Mike Zimmer, like, man, every Mike Zimmer interview I watch every day is like, this dude don't want to be there no more. It just seemed like
I don't think they're fighting with them no more either. Mike Zimmer. I like Mike Zimmer.
Man, you hear how he was talking to the media earlier today? I'm like, no, this dude just really don't give a damn.
I like him. I like Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, but you can't be out there throwing players under the bus and like Mike got a tendency to get a little too brash with the mouth sometimes.
Oh, he do.
Yeah, he old school. He old school. He old school.
He old school to death.
Yeah. So he gonna tell it like it is. And last year, that defense for Minnesota, man, I never seen them play like that under Zimmer.
I believe it.
Yeah.
They would have got him mad. I don't think he got their attention no more. I believe he know that. I believe he knows it.
And what's going on with Minnesota is with Mike Zimmer defense, his main threat on defense is that 3 technique.
Yeah.
When they lost Lenny Joseph or whoever was their 3 technique.
I look at Minnesota. I look at Minnesota like I look at the Falcons. Y'all ain't doing that.
I think Zimmer need a new start somewhere else.
Yeah, I think they got some.
I think Minnesota, they did well in the draft. They got some talent, but things don't seem to be working out. Like, look at what happened with Jeff Gladney. He's gone with the situation he had, and then the offensive lineman Darsaw, he hurt. He was hurt before the draft. You know, it's like then you look at the nose tackle that they got, Jalen Twyman from Pittsburgh. I was real high on him. Dude got shot. It's like,
right.
man,
hey, what type of look at it? What type of look at that? What type of look at that? What type of look at that?
Like what's going on, yo?
They had my boy AP was with them, right? You know what I'm saying? AP was right.
Yeah, talking about them.
Yeah, right. They ain't did it right since he just playing his kid. So the man for woman and child, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't been right. So that's just what it is, man, you know.
You're right. You're right. They've been going down here a lot since then.
Yeah, they've been going down since then. Ever since they got rid of AP, it's been number goddamn good. Nothing.
You're right about that.
I think Minnesota overpaid some guys that deserve to be paid at a certain point in time because they was really solid vets, but I think they kind of missed their window. They never landed the right quarterback in that window because that team was loaded a few years ago. Like when Xavier Rose was still playing at an elite level, and safety, I love Harrison Smith. When those guys were playing at like really elite levels, and then that front four, we can go all the way back to when they had the Williams brothers with Kevin Williams and Pat Williams. Like those windows was pretty much that was their section, their era to win, right. And it never happened.
They let them close.
It never happened. I mean, I think mine is he's the future though. Mine about to buy. Your boy won bad primetime game away from getting benched, man.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You know he won in Lemon, got that Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
but it's over with.
He a done deal. They finna get rid of him. He out here. They ain't gonna make the playoff. Time to start over. It's over with.
That boy Cooker, assassin though.
He had a running back. He had a running back. He a problem. He a big old problem. That's why I don't understand, nigga. He a big old problem. They got two good wide receivers out there. Jefferson and got that boy Thea. Them boys, they're bad. So it can't be nothing but Kirk Cousins, bro. They supposed to score majority every time they turn the ball. They supposed to get at least 3 or 7 points every time they turn the ball.
Man, Kurt too inconsistent, man. Yeah. I watched Kurt play here at Michigan State for 4 years, and I told people, like, before the draft, like, you don't want that dude. Not as your number one starter week in, week out. I would be perfectly happy with Kirk Cousins being my starter. If my starter got hurt going into a playoff game and I had to start Kurt, I'll be comfortable starting Kurt. Yeah. I can put together a game.
Back up.
All week.
Good back up.
He can't have no kind of pressure period.
And that ain't gonna win no Super Bowl. You ain't gonna go to the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut.